I know I'm gonna find you, little piggies. Let's go. Where are you at, little piggies? I got rope, zip ties, and a wrench. Here, piggy, come on, little piggies.
I don't know why I always agree to do these Halloween shows, Lauren. They always end bad for the female host.
Now, while that's true, I think this year is going to be terrifying for everyone. We've just got to figure a way to get through it.
You are free our own doom. Happy Halloween.
CHAMPS is presented by Lawrence Technological University, where Blue Devils dare. Also brought to you by the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics. The Michigan Army National Guard, a proud partner and official military branch of the MHSAA. My Student Aid, Michigan's go-to resource for student financial aid. Hungry Howie's, famous for flavor. And Snethkamp Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, serving Metro Detroit since 1926. Hey guys, welcome to another Halloween edition of State Champs presented by Lawrence Technological University. This year we are at Rotten Manor in Holly, Michigan. This place is crazy awesome. A haunted mansion, a haunted forest. We have no idea what we've got ourselves into. I'm Lauren Plant. How are you doing, Jenna?
I feel like I'm gonna throw up. I'm definitely here, not by choice, but I love you guys. This is for the fans. We put an awesome show together for you guys. We have a ton of highlights coming up, and I love this time of year. You know, the pumpkin smells, the coffee. Not really a big fan of all this.
All right, throughout the show, you'll get a taste of what this haunted attraction Rotten Manor has to offer, but right now, football kicks us off.
I'm Jeremy Otto. To the KLAA title game we go as the Plymouth Wildcats hosted the Belleville Tigers. We fast forward to the late stages of the first quarter. Christian Dureed takes a snap and floats one out to the sideline for Christian Rapley, and the sophomore hauls it in to take the Tigers down to the 1. The very next play, they keep it on the ground and in the hands of Ty Trayvon Lewis, who barrels his way in for the 1-yard tally. Belleville now with a 14-0 advantage. 4 minutes to go in the second. Tigers driving again. It's Lewis who gets the rock and finds his way into the end zone for his second score. Belleville took a 21-0 lead into the halftime break. Senior signal caller Nick Downs looking to kickstart a comeback for Plymouth. Downs keeps it for himself to punch it in for the 1-yard score. Belleville 21, Plymouth 7. Belleville looking to expand their lead again. They keep it in the hands of Mr. Football candidate Dureed, who dashes in between the tackles and bowls over the one remaining defender on the goal line. Belleville would go on to take the KLAA title with a 41-14 victory.
I'm Alex Sims from the Lansing area. Holt hosting rivals Grand Ledge, and what a magical ride the Rams have been having this season, clinching a playoff spot for the first time since 2013. So yeah, they want a piece of that crown. Grand Ledge making a comeback before the end of the first half. Logan Todd goes deep to Carter Selby right in the end zone for a quick Comet score, but Rams doing work right at the start of the third quarter. It's none other than JoJo Martinez, who takes it himself, finds an open hole and goes pedal to the metal. No one is stopping him. Rams lead 35-17, and there was more where that came from. Zach O'Brien with the handoff to Logan Van Eckenvoort, who puts on his dancing shoes and spins his way into the end zone for another Holt TD. Holt beating Grand Ledge 42-37, Holt's first CAAC Blue title since 2011.
I'm Lauren Plant in Southfield A&T, hoping they hit the right note as the Warriors needed a win to keep their playoffs hope alive and finish 5-4. Taking on a River Rouge team with just one loss, fresh off knocking off Detroit Catholic Central. We pick up a 3-3 game just over 3 minutes to go in the first quarter, and this is senior running back DeAndre Bully for River Rouge. He rumbles deep into Warrior territory before he's knocked down just shy of the goal line. A few plays later, Bully plunges into the paint. Panthers had a 10-3 lead. River Rouge with a relatively raw quarterback in the junior Marion Rabowski. He's been maturing all season. This is going to be a 40-yard touchdown run. Rouge with a 14-point lead at the half. It's that man Rabowski again, giving and getting as he bowls his way for 6. River Rouge led 24-3, and this was getting ugly. But on the ensuing drive, the Warriors shook the cobwebs off their offense, started clicking. Senior quarterback Anthony Rumpf, a quick screen to Jeffrey Bowens, gets to the sideline, and he gone. Fantastic run after catch. Southfield back within 14 with over 6 minutes to go in the third. But the Panthers answered 7 minutes later. Bully busted loose. His second touchdown of the night is of the 30-yard variety. River Rouge moves to 8-1 as they end Southfield A&T season 31-24 the final. Next stop, playoffs.
I'm Gabe O'Neill, and let's take a look at what happened in the MHSAA Girls Golf Finals last weekend. In Division I at Michigan State, Northville had solid play throughout the two-day tournament, winning by 32 strokes for its second straight state title. Staying at MSU in Division II, Grand Rapids Forest Hills Northern had 3 golfers shoot in the 70s on Saturday, and they went on to win its third straight Division II title. Now to the west side of the state in Division III at Grand Valley State University. Shannon Kennedy from Bloomfield Hills Marion was the medalist, shooting 3 under at the finals, and Marion beat Flint Powers by 3 shots for its first ever girls golf state title. In Division IV at Battle Creek, it would be the girls from Grand Rapids North Point Christian who would beat the 2-time defending state champs Harbor Springs by 3 shots to also claim its first state crown in school history. To watch extended highlights of the finals, go to our website at statechampsnetwork.com. It's also available on our Facebook and YouTube page.
Today, we'd like to look at the MHSAA's concussion survey results for the 2018-19 school year.
For the past 3 years, the Michigan High School Athletic Association has gathered data from its members in all sports at all levels, in practice and in games, on head injuries. The concussion report for 2018-19 totaled 3,686 head injuries, a 3% increase over the previous year, but 2 key ratios, injuries per school at 4.9 and percent of athletes injured at 1.3, were relatively stable. In fact, the percentage of athletes injured has dropped each year of the study. Boys sustained 65% of the concussion injuries, 59% of the concussions occurred in varsity activity, and 66% of the injuries took place during competition. Other trends continued, with football, ice hockey, and girls soccer ranking as the sports with the most concussions. And females again reported significantly more concussions than males, playing the same or similar sports. The information from these surveys will continue to be shared with various groups, including MHSAA sports committees and its newly formed Sports Medicine Advisory Committee.
You can read this year's study and view a variety of concussion resources on our website, MHSAA.com.
I'm Mr. Skinner from Rotten Manor, but I'm also a fan of State Champs. When the cable show leaves cable TV in January, does that mean we're going to get fewer games?
Thanks for the question. I think we are actually going to have more games on the State Champs Sports Network and more shows. For instance, Hang Time Michigan and Indiana will now be the program where you get all the boys basketball highlights and the guys talking about the season. The State Champs Winter Roundup will be your home for girls basketball and wrestling, competitive cheer and swimming, and so many platforms for you to watch it all on. Whether it's our brand new app, our website, or your favorite social media channel, we'll have you covered.
Why, thank you so much, Jenna. I'm a huge fan.
I've always been really good at math and science, and I knew I wanted to work in healthcare, but not as a doctor. So I chose Lawrence Tech's biomedical engineering program. I've pushed myself to take internships, like this one, at a hospital in an orthopedic research lab. Thanks to Lawrence Tech's unique, hands-on style of education, I'm graduating with a published research paper and a job. Lawrence Tech, where Blue Devils dare.
The greatest honor a high school senior student athlete can earn? Detroit Athletic Club's Athlete of the Year. You're one of the tops in your sport. Prioritize education and giving back, like Cassius Winston, Megan Bobian, Rakia Jackson, and Aiden Hutchinson did. 6 male, 6 female nominees earn $1,000 in scholarship money, with $5,000 each to be awarded at a red carpet gala in downtown Detroit. Nominations accepted now. Download the application, dacathleteoftheyear.com.
Hungry Howie's wants to thank you. Yes, you, how long can I stay on this couch guy? Super Dad who prevented birthday disaster. And the late night study group that ordered 17 pizzas. Thank you to the Holy Moly Did You See That fans. And thank you, Whole Slice and One Bite Kid. Because for every pizza sold in October, we make a donation to the National Breast Cancer Foundation. And together we've raised nearly $3 million just by doing what you love. Hungry? Howie's.
Welcome back to Rotten Manor. Let's get back to the highlights.
I'm Mike Erlitis. We head to Tom Adams Field at Wayne State University, where the pilots of De La Salle looking to clinch a playoff berth with a win. Standing in their way, the Lakers from West Bloomfield. Lakers draw first blood in this one. Dylan Tatum takes it 13 yards up the middle, giving West Bloomfield a 7-0 lead after one. Pilots respond back with the passing game. QB Anthony Stepnitz connects for 24 yards to Elton McCollum. LaSalle would also get the 2-point conversion, taking the lead at 8-7. We stay in the second. West Bloomfield counters with some passing of their own. Off the halfback pass, Donovan Edwards airs it out to Darian Kruja on the 35-yard TD as West Bloomfield holds on, beating De La Salle by a final score of 16-8.
The Saginaw Valley South Division Championship on the line with 7-1 Lapeer playing at 7-1 Davison. I'm Greg Molson with the highlights, and the action gets started early on the opening kickoff as Jalen Murray Flowers takes it on his own 5 and takes off, cutting to the right, turning on the Jets, and he is gone, giving the Cardinals a quick 7-0 lead. That was it until the final minutes of the first half. Phoenix Dixon fakes the handoff, runs right, and weaves his way through the Davison defense for the 16-yard score, tying it up at halftime. The Lightning then strike again on their first drive of the second half. Braden McKenna with the 30-yard run, setting up another Dixon score to make it 14-7 Lapeer. But Davison answers. Caleb Smith runs right into the pile, then bounces outside and takes off down the sideline, 50 yards to even it up again at 14-all. Back to Lapeer and back to Dixon, running to the left and taking it in for his third touchdown of the night to make it 21-14. It would come down to one final play for Davison. 4th and 3 from the 6 with 1:30 to go. Brendan Sullivan rolls to his left, keeps it himself, and dives for the end zone to tie it up at 21-all. That would send the game into overtime. Neither team scored in the first OT, but in the second, it's Michael Mustin with the field goal to put Lapeer on top. Davison then has a field goal try to force a third overtime, but it's blocked by Evan Angus. Lapeer wins 24-21, claiming a second straight league title.
I'm Gabe O'Neill, and let's recap the MHSAA boys tennis finals from last weekend. In Division 1 at Midland, we had rivals Ann Arbor Pioneer and Ann Arbor Huron finished in a tie for the Division 1 state championship. Next to Division 2 at the University of Michigan. It would be Grand Rapids Forest Hills Northern coming through to win its first tennis state title since 1998. Now to Kalamazoo College. Ann Arbor Green Hills was the Division 4 state champs in 2018. They moved up to D3 and they would win 7 out of their 8 flights in the tourney as they went on to win its second straight state title. And finally to Division 4 at Hope College. We had another tie for the state championship as Kalamazoo Hackett and Allegan both had 21 points. To watch the extended highlights of the finals, go to our website at statechampsnetwork.com. It's also available on our Facebook and YouTube page.
This is Alan True from 24/7 Sports with this week's State Champs Recruit Report brought to you by My Student Aid. And we talked a little bit in last week's Recruit Report about how Southfield A&T wide receiver Christian Fitzpatrick may make a decision to commit to Louisville, and that ended up happening over the weekend as Fitzpatrick took an official visit with the Cardinals and then announced his commitment shortly after. He now joins his brother Desmond Fitzpatrick, a star wide receiver on the team for at least one season at Louisville. Another State of Michigan player made his decision this week. That is Birmingham Groves' Ralph Donaldson, who visited Ball State, earned an offer from the Cardinals, and quickly made a decision to commit to them. For this week's State Champs Recruit Report, I'm Alan True.
The Recruit Report is brought to you by My Student Aid, Michigan's go-to resource for student financial aid. Go to michigan.gov/MIStudentAid for more information.
Hey everyone, we're back and we are here in the asylum. Ladies, we're gonna talk about social media. What social medias you guys like to use?
Instagram.
Instagram? Okay, what about Snapchat? Yeah, it's got the ghost on it. How fitting. But anyways, you guys can follow us on all of our socials at State Champs. It's gonna be on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all of it. We'll see you guys there. Stay tuned.
Bye.
State Champs is the original high school sports show, and State Champs Sports Network is always on, 24/7, delivering the content you want on the platform you choose. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and StateChampsNetwork.com. Coming in 2020, the State Champs app.
Donovan Edwards bullies his way through this crowd of Highlanders.
State Champs Sports Network is always on. Follow, like, subscribe, and share.
I'm on the Blue Devil football team, and that's a great place to be because other colleges wouldn't let me be both a football player and a nursing student. And just because I'm a dog on the field doesn't mean I can't take care of people. And man, do I love people. The small class size at LTU give me awesome access to my nursing professors. Lawrence Tech, where Blue Devils dare.
The ones who wake up every morning ready to take on the world. The ones who push their limits to be better than the rest. You're looking to join a team of leaders who want to be challenged. You want to be pushed to your limits. You value freedom and think you have what it takes. The ones with speed, strength, intellect, and determination. Michigan Army National Guard. We see you.
It's time again for you to register your League of Legends team for the State Champs Esports 4th Annual Tournament hosted by Lawrence Tech. We're looking for the top 64 high school League of Legends teams to battle it out to be crowned the best in the Midwest. With thousands of scholarship dollars at stake, you need to register your team today at statechampsesports.net.
Welcome back to State Champs. Let's get back to the highlights. Now give me your homework. Now!
We head downriver now as the 8-0 Woodhaven Warriors hosted the 7-1 Birmingham Groves Falcons. Midway through the first quarter, Woodhaven knocking on the door of a score. They look to pound it on the ground with senior Clarence Corbett, who charges it up the middle and then refuses to accept any result but the touchdown. The Warriors converted a 2-point conversion and led 8-0. Groves down 8-6 with 20 seconds left in the first. Senior Marcus Alexander at the helm for the Falcons drifts back, pump fakes, and heaves a ball to Eli Turner, who elevates and holds on. Groves took a 20-15 lead into the break. Late in the third now, Woodhaven with the football in the Groves 14. Corbett receives the delayed handoff, immediately hits the edge, and finds the end zone. All tied up at 28. Following an interception to give the ball back to Woodhaven, Waters telling the fake to Corbett and takes it to the house 19 yards later. Woodhaven would take the contest 49-28, and for the second time in school history, notch an undefeated regular season.
I'm Jason Hutton from the West Michigan area. Battle of Unbeatens in Paw Paw. The Redskins hosting Edwardsburg for the Wolverine Conference title. Third quarter, Paw Paw down, but Colby Hindenaw gets the carry and into the end zone. This cut the Redskins' deficit to 8 at 22-14. But Edwardsburg would score 2 touchdowns in the final 5 minutes of the third quarter. First, Matt Godeski from 11 yards out, then Logan McCauley from a little farther out made the lead 38-14 after 36 minutes, and it's Edwardsburg, the defending state champs, winning this one 44-14. The Eddies are outright Wolverine Conference champs for the 7th straight year and finish the regular season at 9-0. Boys Soccer Division III Regional Final. Howland Christian at South Christian Maroons won the regular season meeting in August. Good start for HC. Off the throw-in, head-to-head, Chase Frericks off the crossbar. It's a goal, 1-0 Maroons. Minutes later, Sailors respond. Corner kick from Jeff Harima, and it's the header of Caleb Wieringa into the net. Excellent goal. Tied the game at 1 at the half. Just 6 minutes into the second half, a penalty kick for Howland Christian. Nick Sheppers makes the stop. The Sailor keeper's outstanding season continues. Then under 4 minutes left, Sailors with the PK of their own. Tom DeVries converts. This sends the Sailors to the state semifinals, a 2-1 win and regional champions.
Hey everyone, we really do appreciate Rotten Manor for letting us host the show here this week. If you can get to Holly, Michigan, do it. You have 2 complete attractions here in the Rotten Manor Mansion and also the Rotten Asylum and Forest. It's an hour and a half of terrifying fun. Tickets are $26 for each or $40 for both. Or for 10 more bucks each, get the VIP, and there's so much new to explore in 2019. It's a whole new experience, even if you've been here before, am I right?
Definitely.
Go to RottenManor.com for details, and if you come, please tell them you heard about Rotten Manor on State Champs. We'll be right back.
You have a say in helping determine who wins 2 of the most coveted awards in high school football by voting for the State Champs Mr. Football and Amble Awards presented by Hungry Howie's. Who will join the ranks of previous Mr. Footballs such as DeQuan Finn, Cody White, and Alex Malzone? In 2018, Marcel Lewis was the Amble's first champ. Who's next to be the top linebacker or lineman in Michigan? Keep up with both races by watching our weekly updates on State Champs social media. Vote for Mr. Football and the Amble Award at StateChampsNetwork.com.
You do know you want a contest to spend the whole day with me, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you just want to sit here and eat this delicious pizza?
We could do other things.
A little help.
That was the best day ever! Some people will do anything for flavor. Now get a meal deal to fit any budget at the home of flavored crust.
Hungry? Howie! State Champs High School Sports Show is Southeast Michigan's home for football highlights. State Champs High School Sports Show. Your teams, your games, your highlights.
Welcome back to Rotten Manor in Holly, Michigan. I am frightened, but somehow I am doing this stand-up right now. We know it's week 9 in football, but this week's main event came earlier in the week in volleyball. City title on the line in Livonia. Churchill has owned the rivalry as of late, but this group of Spartans were ready for the challenge.
Challenge?
The battle for the city championship as well as for the KLAA East Division title on Tuesday between Livonia Churchill and Livonia Stevenson. Churchill looking to claim the East for the second year in a row. Nina Gafke with the dish to the senior outside hitter Sarah Dunn, who detonates this one. She's fired up. Hotly contested first set, but the Spartans prevailed. The senior Corinne Parameter with the blast. Livonia Stevenson takes set 1 26-24. Churchill on fire, pulled away to even the match in a game apiece. Dunn getting it done. Churchill with an answer. Gafke once again setting up perfectly the junior Olivia Clark. She had 11 kills on the contest, 2-1 lead. But Stevenson steadfast. Fourth set action, back and forth. Senior setter Emma Prowse had 26 assists to Sedona Kuhn. Game 4 to blue. Time for a fifth set tiebreaker. Churchill got it to within 1 at 14-13, but the Spartan senior Rachel Gowan comes through with the game clincher. Ball game. Livonia Stevenson takes the tiebreaker, beats their rivals for the first time in 8 years, 7-0 in divisional play, KLAA East champs.
Time now for the MHSAA Clip of the Week. We go to the Division II Boys Tennis Finals and check out junior Nathaniel Webster from Mattawan High School with his beauty of a between-the-legs shot for the winner as he went on to become the 2 singles champion. And that's your MHSAA Clip of the Week.
All right, guys, that's our show. I want to remind you, if you're watching the premiere on Sunday morning, you can come here Sunday night, or you can come Thursday, Halloween night, and Rotten Manor will also be open Friday and Saturday, November 1st and 2nd. Tickets are $26 each, or $40 for both the Forest and the Manor. For $10 more, you can upgrade to VIP, shorten the lines. Go to RottenManor.com for all the details.
Next week, we're back in the studio, safe and sound. Let's hope we make it home. See you next week.
What do we say? State Champs is presented by Lawrence Technological University, where Blue Devils dare. Also brought to you by the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics. The Michigan Army National Guard, a proud partner and official military branch of the MHSAA. My Student Aid, Michigan's go-to resource for student financial aid. Hungry Howie's, famous for flavor. And Snethkamp Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, serving Metro Detroit since 1926.